Let's talk about it with us right now. Maybe tears or laughs out loud. Let's make a difference as we speak through conversation for our future and future generations. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Ousters, welcome back.
Hello. Happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday. Sorry we missed a couple of weeks, but life was lifing, and we try. Can't make it every weekend, but we do our best. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button so you know when we go live and you'll get those notifications.
Absolutely. So I don't know if we want to wait until some more people come on. However, this topic, right? Someone said it to me, and I was like, "What?
Mhm.
Like, explain to me your reasoning." And some of the reasoning, I guess, could make sense, but it only would make sense if it was unbalanced.
Mm. Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Then it absolutely makes sense. But if it's not unbalanced, I'm like, you sound unrealistic and you sound very biased. Is biased the word I'm looking for? No,
Yeah.
hypocritical. Hypocritical.
Hypocritical and by both would qualify.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah.
So, so the topic.
Mhm.
I know somebody that has 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, but he said he not dating nobody with kids.
Hmm.
Now, is it just me that looked at him crazy as F?
Absolutely not. Because that was my first thought too. I was like, that's fucked up, for lack of a better word. That's just how I feel about it. But I was like, that's really messed up. Um,
And then, no, before you get to thinking, because I see the wheels turning, right? They also said, well, if I do date a woman with kids, she can only have 1 kid, 2 at the most. But you have 3 kids.
with how many? 2. Mm-hmm.
2 baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was floored, but what floored me even more was when I started looking on the internet, it was other people that felt the same way. And I was like, if you have no kids, never had kids, and you say, I'm not dating anybody that has kids, I get it. You don't have any kids. You don't have any responsibilities. But for someone with kids to say, yeah, I'm not dating them with kids, I'm like, yo, I feel like that should be on one of those "Am I the asshole?" I'm sorry, did I say that?
Fuck it.
Um, article. It's like, what? Make it make sense.
I don't know. Like when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, it's really fucked up. But after some thought and contemplation and also getting some feedback, some of the feedback I received, or the biggest feedback I received, was that, you have to, when you decide to date someone who has kids, you have to be fully involved and ready to take on all the responsibility that comes with. And if you know yourself well enough to know that, hey, that's just not another responsibility that I'm willing to take on right now because I have XYZ responsibility. I
So,
feel a little bit like judgmental with the mindset, but at the same time, there's a part of me that feels like, well, at least you're honest about what additional responsibilities you're willing to or not willing to take on. You know?
so you want someone to give you grace
Mm,
that you're not
hmm.
willing to give, pretty
I
much.
think it's
So
unfair.
I have a bunch of kids, and I want you to date me,
I think it's unfair, but
but if you have kids, I'm not gonna date you.
yeah, but I feel like women are a little. There's a double standard, 100%, and I think women are expected to, not expected, but are more willing to take on, because we're moms. They're like, well, I'm a mom, I'm a mom. I don't hate to be so callous with it, but what is another one more? But for men, they have a little bit more.
I don't think all women are like that though, and I think that's
No, no.
just um I think it might even be, I'm sorry, but it might even be a little sexist. Oh, women are more tolerable. So, it's okay?
I think that the Brady Bunch left an unrealistic expectation of what a blended family could look like, and it's not always like as pretty as TV makes it seem. But I do think it's a very unfair opinion to have as a man with multiple kids with, and both multiple baby mamas, and I don't mean it from a judgment place, from a factual place. Like it is what it is. But there's some great moms out there that could be a complete asset, and you're completely ruling that person out because they don't have, like, they have XYZ, which is unfair.
Um, well, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it like it's unfair, or you could look like it's very fair. And what I mean by very fair,
Yeah.
it's fair to that terrific single mama that doesn't deserve that. Like, yeah, nah, I'm good without it because I don't want anybody that's really not in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think over time, I think maybe I've become, I think, um, I'm just a little different. I don't even believe in certain things anymore. Um, so maybe I have a jaded or warped way of looking at things anyway. Cause I'm like, yeah, and I have I'm really at a place in my life where you're not gonna meet my kids, no way. you're not you're not gonna meet them anyway because I don't want them, when I was looking up articles, I was reading this one article on this topic, and they were saying the biggest disappointment wasn't even their disappointment, it was their kids' disappointment because their kids got close to
Mhm.
this other person's kid, and now they're broken up, and now they're, like, missing those relationships or those bonds that, you put in their path.
Mhm.
And me, myself, I have experienced that. Literally, I have experienced, um, you know, my youngest questioning me about my last relationship. And, yeah, I just no one will ever meet my kids again. Like, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I'm good on that. Like, I don't wanna meet your kids. I don't want you to meet my kids. We can meet up in the middle somewhere.
Wherever.
Not in right? I'm just not even looking for the same thing. Yeah, I used to be like, um, I used to look at things a lot different, and yeah, I just don't even look at things the same way anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not realistic, and it's not. Um, I feel like too much Disney growing up can have you thinking exactly that.
Like it's Brady
um,
Bunch time and everything just
uh,
melts together
like
and
like too much, and I
yeah.
just picked Disney just out the blue, but
Mhm.
one too many Disney's or romantic comedies will have you feeling like, oh, it's possible, and
I mean, anything is possible as long as you're both willing to do the work and understand that it's not going to be easy because it's not just going to be you and that person. It's going to be you, that person, and their children's mother or father, however that kind of shakes out. And I think it's an unrealistic expectation to expect this woman to have zero or at no more than one kid while she's going to have to take on the responsibility of, if it's serious
three.
enough, that part. Like, so you're going to have to co parent with three other parents for however many children. And it's very unrealistic. And it's to have that expectation of someone else when you walking around here with, but
And
a part, there is that part, that little part of me that kind of says, well, if you know what you're willing to accept and not willing to accept, then once you bend backwards and say, the thing is, like, if you know this is what I don't want, and you bend backwards to accommodate this person, when things get hard,
Mhm,
that's when things start to fall apart.
mhm.
Um, so knowing
That
that ahead of time and sticking to your guns on it is while it is biased and very unfair, in the long run, does it help you or does it help your kids? You know?
You're right. Me personally, and I could be wrong. Um, you as a parent dealing with someone that has no kids, you cannot determine how their parenting skills are. Um,
Yep.
so you saying, "Hey, I don't want to deal with anybody that doesn't that has kids." If you don't have kids, so you allowing somebody that doesn't have kids, doesn't have any type of parenting skills, and you're like, "I'm gonna throw you into my situation, whether it's one, two, three, or four."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not even trusting of people with kids,
Hmm.
and you think I'm going to trust you without a clue? You've never parented. You never. I don't give a darn how many kids you on babysat. You're not babysitting mine. So that's my take on it. I'm like, yo, I'm already, but maybe it's because I'm naturally like not very trusting.
Hmm.
Maybe that's a part of it because I am kind of mistrusting. So because I'm mistrusting, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm always looking at somebody's side eye.
But age is a factor, right? Because we're Gen X, and that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all you need to know. But as a Gen X person, if you want to date someone in your similar age range, you'd be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't have kids. So you'd have to be realistic. Or you're dating someone who's well out of your age range, and then that's a whole new host of problems. Just saying. That's a whole new host of problems because if they're within the same age range, you kind of you've got more under your belt as far as life skills go. But if you want someone who doesn't have kids, then get ready. You can probably be dating someone who's in their early 20s, maybe mid 20s, fresh out of college,
And
and you gonna
and
be raising
again,
them.
yo, and again, that's almost the same concept, but in my opinion, maybe even a little worse. Because not only are they not a parent, but they haven't even really experienced life. And they think they probably have, right?
That part.
I look at
I'm grown
me,
now. Okay.
right? Oh, you think because you can drink, you grown, boo?
Wait till you
Girl,
have
I'm
to
just
make a really
saying.
big decision for yourself
I'm just saying. Look, I
without your
don't
parents
know.
telling
Like,
you what to do.
I really wish someone would weigh in on the conversation, but am I the only one that was like in utter like you sound crazy? I literally had a moment. I was like, "Yo, dude, you sound ridiculous.
No, that
I
was
love you,
yeah.
but you sound really crazy right now." Like I can't even entertain this with a serious thought because I'm still over here like, what?
hmm
Right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as a single parent, single woman, you deserve love. You deserve to have that experience of
If
being
that's what you're
loved.
looking for.
If that's what you're looking for, right? To have experienced the love of someone, of a partner, I don't, however you flow is how you flow, no judgment. You deserve to have the love and the partnership of a partner who's willing to embark on anything that comes your way because that's relationships. And women deserve that. And there's a lot of women out there who deserve it, and then they don't get it because the guy was like, oh, well, maybe I'll make an exception. And then when the reality hits of what it is that they're looking at, they're backpedaling, like, oh shit, I gotta run. So, like, women deserve that. And there's plenty of women out there who, the worst thing a guy could do is say, oh, okay, yeah, I'm in it to win it. And they're not really in it to win it. And then not really in it to win it with these kids who, if I compare adult versus child, the one that's going to take the worst impact is the child because they don't understand what it is, the adult world. So, like, and there's guys out there who don't think that far ahead, you know? So, I mean, it's 50-50. There's part of me that was like, yeah, that's really fucked up, man. What the hell? And the part of me is kind of like, well, at least you know your limitations, which is, I don't know. You guys weigh in, drop it in the chat whenever you see this, what your thoughts are about this. Um,
Yeah. I
mm,
the other article that I found was a guy who had said that he was a single parent and that he was hoping to find another single parent
mm,
so they could be on the same page, but he just hasn't had any luck, which I thought was odd.
mm.
Um, I thought that was a little odd, but I guess it would all depend on the dynamics. Like, yeah, you might be a single parent, but I don't know if I really like you. I don't even know if I like the way you parenting here. Right?
Yeah. I wonder if
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard being a parent overall. So I imagine as a single parent, it depends on who has full custody. If you have full custody, then it must be a lot harder to get out and about and have dates and stuff like that when you're a single parent. So how do you meet?
Yes,
How do you meet other people? You're probably going to meet other single parents within
that's
that
correct.
circle. So it seems kind of, I can almost understand why it would be hard to meet somebody as a single parent, because it's like if your main focus is your kids, they're number
Mhm.
one, then you're on the back burner. Depends how many kids you got. So like then you come in the back burner. So it's like you're so focused on them. When do you have the time or energy to focus on you and get out and date? In my head, it must be,
You're right.
it's hard.
You're right, and that's one of the things that came up was schedule. Um, so that definitely came up. Is I remember watching, oh, what show that was, and I remember being so angry too. Um, Dang, what was the name of that
It was
show?
Love is Blind.
Was it Love Is Blind?
I know it was for me. I was like, honey, you bounced because you wasn't prepared for
Yes, yes. Where she was like, she made his kid like the whole topic,
a storyline.
right?
Yeah.
The whole storyline was his kid. And then she's like, the kid is going to ruin her lifestyle, her schedule. It's too much.
And then she goes on to have a kid.
And then
I'll
I
tell
give it
you.
to him. I got to give it to him. He gave her a lot more grace than I think I did in my mind. I was like, dude, yo, girl, dude,
It,
yo.
it
I
wasn't
can't
about,
even get my words together. He was just like, um, he is way more forgiving than what I felt when she said, "Oh yeah, that hurt. I actually have a child now." And I'm like,
she's full of
girl,
shit. I'm sorry. Hands down, that woman is full of shit. I think she says it was that, but I think it was more about the fact that he wouldn't be able to provide her the lifestyle she saw herself in, and he couldn't meet her financially. It's like, remember when they went house shopping, and he's like, "Why do we need a house with 5 bedrooms? Like, why do we need all this house?" That's what I was like. That's where it's going to start the fracture. She chalked it up to that, and maybe that was part of
right.
it, but I think it was more about what lifestyle he could provide her and how much attention she was not going to get from him as a father. She was in selfish mode, right? I
Well,
want
I
to be
hope.
number one. Good luck.
Well, well, you know how I see that. A lot of times, honey, just wait, girl, just wait.
If you guys watched that live, I said something about her. I was like, you just wait. She went ahead and had a kid with a guy who was within her financial realm. And hands down, he's going to be fucking the nanny in 10 years and she's going to be single again. I can
You think so?
promise you that. I can
You really
promise you
think
that.
so?
Yes. I don't
Why
know
it
about
gotta be the
fucking
nanny? Why it
whatever.
gotta be the
Maybe not
nanny?
the nanny. Maybe
I
not
hope
the
he's
nanny.
not screwing Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, why it gotta be the nanny?
Well, if Arnold, if you saw him,
Ah!
she was nothing great to look at. I am sorry. Everyone has their own inner beauty, but Arnold and okay,
Did did you have that moment?
yes, like, dude, you could bang anybody. Or, but I think in his case, it was maybe a matter of
What?
convenience. He's just fucking lazy, looking for ass.
I was definitely was like, wow, that's different.
But
I
anyway, mark
mean,
my words. Maybe it won't be the nanny, but I can guarantee you. And you know my spidey sense be on point 99.9% of the time.
you know, I had that discussion with someone because And we definitely had a lot. We definitely discussed it in an episode. I don't know if it was a live, but I know we discussed it in an episode where we was talking about how the other woman becomes the spouse,
Mm. Mhm.
and they brung up a very famous couple and was like, they're still together, and they still, and I'm like, even if they was cheating left and right, I'm almost positive we would never hear about it, because they would never want anybody to know, because I don't care what nobody say. And this was the discussion. You get them how you lose them. Or you lose them how you get them. That's it. You lose them how you get them. I said that all the way backwards. You lose them how you get them. So if they'll do that to them, they'll absolutely do that to you. And you just wait your turn.
Mhm.
And they argue me down. No, they're so in love. They're still together. It worked out for, okay, just wait on it. I mark my words.
Okay.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, does it ring a bell?
Was it the I know it was a season 3 episode. I remember it because we were like, honey,
Just
just
wait.
wait. But that's
Might not be
true.
today, might not be tomorrow, but just hold that thought. I said, well, listen, we may never ever even talk again in life, but I promise you, in that moment when it hits, you'll think, oh, she said it. Yeah,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure. I mean I have this, and this is not out of like wishing bad out of for anybody else, but
Mhm.
I know for a fact that if you start a relationship out of without closing the other, and you start a new one, depending on the circumstances how badly you handle that shit, for the new person there's always going to be that level of doubt of, well, if he did it to her, what's to keep him from doing it to me? And they would never say anything about it because they wouldn't want the world to know
Yep.
that they fucked up, and they fucked up so badly and karma's coming for them.
Period. And it will.
um, I believe so wholeheartedly. It may not be today, tomorrow, but it's coming. And again, not wishing bad on anybody, but like, how many times have you seen it over and over? Like, he left this wife for the new wife, and then ding, 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 10 years later, they're getting divorced because this one, he still couldn't keep his shit in his pants.
Now he got another hot thing coming, and
He won't
a,
be able to
a,
keep in
a
his
hot
pants.
younger thing. Usually, a hot younger thing that feels like, just get a little bit older, boo. He'll trade you in for a new model. Just hold on.
And I think I do give like a younger person grace because I'm like, if you're young and dumb, you may not know any better. So I give like a younger person a little bit
I agree.
more understanding because, like for example, when a guy says he's separated don't mean separated what it would mean to him versus everybody. So I give a young person who doesn't know better more grace. But as you get older, you get less and less because at this point you should know better. It's like, and I think we should probably do this like a whole topic on it. It's like that Michigan coach, man, married with 3 kids. This is fresh hot off the presses. Married 3 kids, $5.5 million freaking contract to coach Michigan State, and you get fired over what? For an inappropriate relationship?
Well, I'm happy you said it in a better term, because I was going to say something else. But go ahead.
I said it how I wanted to say it to Q, and then I said, let me say it a little bit more professionally in here.
Tactfully, yeah,
Just a little bit. Over what?
right,
And then you get a whole charge over what? You couldn't be happy with your wife? What?
honey. Is it worth it?
Stupid.
Like, um, and maybe it was. But and what I mean by maybe it was is because sometimes in that moment, just hear me out. I'm not giving anybody any type of out. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes in that moment, it may seem like it in that moment, right? Like,
Which brain are you thinking with, though?
well, the obvious. But or maybe they feel, because sometimes I feel like they feel that they may even love this person,
Mhm.
right? So with that being said, I'm not saying that's what this case was, but just wait for it, boo.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Absolutely.
If you cannot expect um positive results um at the expense of somebody else's
Pain. Yeah.
disappointment and pain
Yeah.
and sorrow. So, you know, just if you go through life and you feel like, and it is absolutely okay to be selfish. It is. It's okay to be selfish, just not when it's being selfish at someone else's expense,
Hmm. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um, so go out there and be great and do all of the things, just not when you're hurting other people and you're dragging other people into that. That's where it
Yeah.
gets really disgusting.
Absolutely. And I wonder if that's kind of where that guy might be coming from, as a part in terms of thinking, I know I can, this is what I'm willing to entertain when it comes to entering into a relationship with somebody. Like, I know this is XYZ, so I can
Right.
reduce any less or reduce the potential for causing pain onto someone or kids in a relationship by saying I won't date anybody with kids, and or but like, you better hope that person doesn't want to have kids, because then what? You want to date someone who doesn't have kids, or someone with just one kid? What if they want more? So then you're going to close the door for that person or that opportunity for them if that's their dream.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another part of it too. It's
Yeah.
like, let's say you're a person that's like, no, I'm good on that. I don't want any kids. And then um that person's like, well, I kind of did want some kids, or one or two or three or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Sometimes that can cause a big dilemma. But then I feel like if everybody is upfront, exactly what you said, like, this is my boundary. This is what I'm up for, and this is not what I'm up for. Um, and so I guess a part of me is like, okay, I can respect it, whether I agree with it or not. I can
Yeah.
respect it, but I'm still looking at him like, yo, good luck.
That part. And you better hope you have that conversation early before you start sitting there like, oh, I'm in love. Because then by that point, it's too late. That's a conversation that needs to happen, I don't know, somewhere in the dating realm before any physical activity takes place, because
Alexa, Alexa, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, Alexa, stop. I'm so sorry. I can't find the mute because I got this thing on there. So I'm like, God dang, what do I do? I hope the kids don't come in here and say nothing crazy.
You have a mute. Oh, it doesn't allow you to mute on the screen. Change my
Oh, I
cursor.
can I?
Mhm.
Was I having one of my moments?
But then,
You should have just went
okay,
with it. Where is it? Hold on.
the thing that has a mic.
No, I don't have see it. I swear to God on everything I love.
That's weird. Okay.
Oh, I know why.
Because I don't.
Girl, I'll send you a message.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
why I
okay.
didn't see it, so you
I'm
can
like, did you
laugh.
have a mute button? Yeah. But then, okay, so here's my question for that person. Gosh, I wish he was watching or he'd been able to join us. But when do you have that conversation? Like, or if you're on a dating website, I would imagine that you would know a little bit more because you have all that stuff on your profile. But then when do you, like, that has to be part of the first or second, like, deep conversation in my brain. Now, I could be wrong, but that's an early on conversation, not like after the fact where you like, oh, okay, got it. um, that's an early conversation. I say date one, date two. Just allow an opportunity so she knows if you're worth date number two or three. Um,
I definitely feel like certain things definitely should be talked out in the beginning, but then sometimes, not all the time, sometimes things can be talked out in the beginning, but then along the way, a person might feel differently. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, for example, which is another one that I read too, another story where the person was like, "Yeah, I'll date you as a single parent," but then was like, "I don't know if this is really what I want to do." Almost kind of
well,
like that chick, right? Like that chick, right?
you should know
Um,
what you want to do before you enter in a relationship. It's
I
not what I
agree, but
wanted.
some people say, let's say the beginning of the relationship, "Hey, I don't want any kids," and then somewhere along the way, a person could change their mind. You know what? We're getting older. We don't lived our life. Why we ain't have no kids? And that the other person still might be thinking, "No, honey, I meant it." You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't. I meant it. I don't want any. And then so things can change. People can really start off feeling one way about a topic, and that's just not kids. That's any topic, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I feel this way now, but next year I might have a really tragic life experience and I'm looking at stuff a little bit differently.
Yeah. I was reading, and it wasn't even like I was researching for this specifically. It's in a networking group that I'm a part of. And this woman, she was like, my husband just told me he doesn't want children. And that was never part of my plan, their plan. But somewhere along the line, his mindset changed. And he said he didn't want kids at all. And she's like, I'm handling it. I'm going to therapy. It didn't seem from the thread like they already had kids. So like I can't imagine going through this experience with someone thinking that, oh, we're gonna have a family, da 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 da, and then
Mhm.
takes the rug right out from under her. I was like, ooh, that's bad.
You know what I was always told, and I promise you, I feel like it reigns true. I could be wrong. But Agnes used to say, if a man don't want your children, he don't really want you. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. And that can go for man or woman. Hear me out.
It's true.
I was reading something one time, and there's a guy who was with this girl, and the girl was adamant she did not want kids. It actually caused a separation in their relationship, like they split up because he was like, "No, I want, I want kids. I want this. I want this." And she was adamant. She was not trying to get pregnant. She was not trying to have kids. Years later, he sees her pregnant. And he said it absolutely devastated him. He was like, "What the?"
Damn.
Oh, she wanted
Just not with you. Well, maybe she could have changed her mind. I mean,
Yeah, we just discussed that. You can
you
change
could
your
have changed
mind.
your mind, and as a woman, you're allowed to. As the same thing with a
I
man, you can
agree.
change your mind.
Absolutely.
Um, like like at one point in my life, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to have kids. I felt like I needed someone maturing. I had more life to live, and I needed to mature more before I even considered, like, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have kids. I think I want to. I want to have that experience, but it took some time for me to get there. You know, I mean, I don't know. As a young person, you do have to, there's stages in life that you go through to get to who you're gonna be and who you decide you want to be. And like I wasn't done in my selfish, I'm trying to have some fun phase. So I was like, yeah, I don't want kids. I'm trying to dip it and do it and do stuff.
Girl, and what
Do
did I
some
say? It
shit.
is okay. It is okay to be selfish. Girl.
That's the beauty of not for nothing. It's the beauty of not having kids, right? Because you get to be selfish. Because once you do, it's no longer
Right.
about you, and all your effort needs to go into them. Because hey, like they didn't ask to be here.
Period.
You decided, you brought them into this world. Then that is your responsibility. That even when you would like to do more of what makes you happy, your focus is making sure your kids are happy first. And you, as a parent, just have to kind of be like, I'm gonna suck this up till I raise you up, and then it's on. you
Mm,
know.
right.
Um, but that's just the blessing of age, of knowing that type. The older you get, the more you know.
Girl.
um, so
Yeah,
I
I be
wonder,
joking.
do you think that the person who thought this mindset, would they have had the same thought 10 years ago as a younger person?
Mm. I imagine probably
Really?
because if you have kids and you still have that kind of mindset, I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure I don't know. And the crazy thing is one of the moms has a kid. Go figure.
So one of his children's mother has another kid outside of. Huh.
Yes. And I'm like, that is such a different point of view.
Very.
And I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. And it's good that you're speaking that out loud.
Let the women know what you prepared
Let
for.
everybody know. Like as long as everybody is on the same page, honey. Like I said, go live your best life. Be selfish, be self-absorbed, be all of those things. As long as everybody is on the same page
Everyone
and
knows.
everybody's in on it. Like you need to be like really specific. Like I'm
Very.
dating. And in my mind, dating can mean a number of things, right? I think I shared with you that I had a conversation with somebody and I was like, I've dated people, but I didn't sleep with them. We were just dating. It's like,
Mhm.
and 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 they was like, what? Like they had never heard of that. I said, so you have slept with everybody that you have dated? And they said yes. Said yes. And I was like, so that's why when I used to say, oh my God, oh, 1 second.
Folks, just because you're dating someone doesn't mean that you're doing the do. Like you can be passing the time getting to know someone before you decide to do the do. Are you
Right.
worth are you worth
Like, do I
giving the
even want to sleep
cookies?
with you? I don't even know if I like you.
Are you worth these cookies? Because it's a treat, all right? So
Or
Just saying.
it might be a treat for me. Like, let's see. Do I want to indulge in this one?
Just saying.
Let's see. It's been a minute. Let's see what I want to do here. Just saying. Um, I don't know. I say lay it all on the table so everybody knows what page we're on here.
Yeah. God forbid you
And that's
find
how I
out
look at it.
6 months in, that's not what I wanted. What? You should have told me this
He
is
totally, he
5 months
totally
ago.
thought. Yo, the funniest thing was like I was thinking to myself, this whole time I was saying I've dated people. That's what he was thinking in his mind.
Damn.
I'm like, what?
Hmm. Hmm.
Girl, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
I was like, not everybody I dated, I slept. I went out with people just to, go out. Just
Yeah.
to, you know. I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah. You
I don't know.
know, the one perspective I can actually speak from is, like when I was after my divorce and whatnot, and I was trying to date again, I was fully prepared for the possibility, like that, hey, I'm in my 30s. The odds of me finding someone who doesn't have kids might be harder. So you have to be open minded to the fact that you might meet someone who has kids. And then are you going to completely eliminate them as a candidate because of this thing? Like, it shouldn't be, to me, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. Um, Plus, I've been around single moms my whole life. So it's like, I know the struggles of it. I've seen the struggles of it. And I don't think that's as long as you're mature and, mentally prepared for everything that comes with dating someone who has kids, then you should be golden, but you got to mentally prepare yourself. And if you should know yourself to know what you can and can't do. You should know. And does it fully prepare you? Absolutely not. But you have a general idea of, okay, things can, this is what it could look like. When
I don't think
hmm?
anybody realistically is prepared.
I mean, that's
I don't
that's life.
I don't care. Right?
But yes and no. You should be prepared for the fact that, hey, it may not be always easy. That's something you can prepare yourself for.
Hell, life may not always be easy.
But you can't like walk around thinking everything's gonna be golden. Oh, we're gonna be this beautiful blended family. That shit don't always work that way. Let's be honest. So like you have to be mentally mature enough to kind of work through some of those pitfalls that come when you're dating someone who has kids. And it don't always look pretty. Just don't always look pretty.
And
And you can prepare yourself, but you have to also be mature. Can you fully prepare? No, but you have to be mature enough to be able to handle things that come your way. So it's not like the relationship is falling apart because of whatever. You have to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Hmm,
go ahead, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off because I do have a thought.
I'm just thinking like,
Um,
what if the co-parent is difficult, and then you have to be a supportive key figure to your loved one because the other co-parent is an asshole or less than smart. You're gonna have to
that or
fill
you
that gap.
or you could be dealing with a child that's a little spoiled,
Hmm.
who's an only child, who only gets things their way.
Hmm. Absolutely.
And so because of that, you're like, "Hey, listen, I don't even do this. I don't even play this with my kids. So I'm definitely not going to play this with
Yep.
nobody else kids. So if you want to
Yep.
act like a brat, go ahead, be a brat, but I ain't got time. I'm not going to feed into it. I'm not going to kiss your behind, so to speak. If you're being a brat, then I'm gonna let you sit over there and be a brat, and I'm just gonna do what it is that I do, regardless of whether my kids around or not. Because I'm
Hmm.
definitely gonna discipline or be the same with my kids. I don't care. I don't care what go on with you over there, but us over here.
You all can get it. Get this
Look,
wrath of not
look.
listening.
Let me show you how this go in real life while you over there being spoiled. Let me show you.
Oh my gosh,
I'm just saying.
co-parenting is hard. You imagine you see how hard it is to co-parent as two people parenting who decided to have these children, and then you throw someone else in the mix. Ooh, it gets kind of dicey. It gets
And,
dicey and
and
tricky.
then you have some parents that feel like, oh, they can't say nothing to my kid.
Hmm. Yeah.
And um, so I can understand
Or
saying
that's not my mom. I don't have to listen.
I don't have to listen. Like, chick, you're not my mom. Um, or you're
I
not
don't
my
gotta
dad.
respect you, or what you
I
know
gotta
that.
respect you. I remember there was this one guy that I had talked to briefly, and he was saying that he had during their raised his stepdaughter, and then she got older, and I guess really started connecting with her biological father, his family, and started talking to him like crazy. And he was like really hurt by it. He was like, "Yo, I raised this chick, and I treated her like mine.
Some of that.
You know, first, first car, first this, first that, and now, you gonna act funny with me? Like,
Step parents, okay, step parents, I'm going to say that term, right? Because where we take it on, like, just using that as the term, not saying that that's how I look at, having children that you didn't give birth to. But for the sake of the conversation, I'll say that term. But you get the brunt of shit that has nothing to do with you. So, like, if they feel their biological parent is not giving them what they need, or anything, they're not fulfilling some sort of need that they're looking, or unvoiced, unbiological person is going to catch the brunt of a lot of shit because they don't want to put that on the person that was. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, like, you catch the brunt of things that maybe
the
aren't
easiest
necessarily.
target, the easiest
Yeah,
target.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they
I
feel like
get
it's
it.
an easier target versus having the conversation of voicing whatever it is to the parent that they're having an issue with.
Mm,
You get the shit. Um,
that's true.
or even if they were a better parent to you and you get with the bio parent, your bio parent is trash, how angry would you be at yourself? And then who would you take it out on? Not yourself. You can take it out on the person who's probably there for you the most.
But I also feel like, again, it kind of leads me back to kind of what our grandmother used to say, right? And she used to say man, but man or woman, right? If you really, really, really love that person, you are going to treat those kids a certain way. If you can understand what I'm saying. Because it's honest, it's genuine, right?
Hmm.
I know somebody that married somebody and they really just married them for stability, not necessarily um because they wasn't so in love, right? And you could see because how they interacted when it came to the kids in the situation.
Hmm.
No, Dad, I was about to cuss again, but I'm trying to, keep it. But yeah, this is, I'm like, yo, if you really was in love with that man, you would never treat his kids any different. Or even if you're not in love with him per se, listen, you better be careful how you treat people kids.
Yeah.
And another thing that I've seen happen or I've witnessed happen is a kid that will lie.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he did this, or he said this, or she said that, or she did this. And
Hmm.
so then, you know, as a parent, I'll tell any parent, believe your kid. But then find out later, oh yeah, that's not even how that even happened. That was
Yep.
really a misunderstanding.
And
Because I'm gonna believe
sometimes,
my kid. If my
yeah.
kids say you side-eye them, I'm gonna believe my kid. But
I
then
mean,
come
it
to find out,
depends. It depends on the thing. Like, if it's there's certain
depends
things
on what
I'd
it
be
is.
like,
I agree.
nah, that shit ain't gonna fly. You believe the kid.
Right.
There's
I
a
agree.
couple of scenarios where it's like,
Right.
I don't give a shit,
Right.
right? But then there's the other things,
Right.
maybe the side eye. She rolls her eyes at me.
She roll her
Just
eyes at me.
she might have.
She wouldn't let me do this, or she wouldn't let me do that, or you're not getting the whole story.
Yeah.
Because what I don't do is exactly what I said earlier. Like, I don't do the spoil thing. I don't do the I'm gonna fall out, or I'm gonna try to give you intentionally a hard time, which I have encountered, you know? Like, I'm not even giving that my energy. Okay, do you, kid? All right, what y'all want to do?
While you over here falling out, bye.
Okay, no problem.
Go ahead, throw your tantrum.
Um,
We out.
um, and I think that can cause a problem in a relationship because sometimes kids say things and you're like,
Yeah, and then kids
what?
sometimes they look at things from a kid's perspective. They're not seeing it from
Right.
an adult perspective. So mm,
They just see
it
they're
gets
not getting their way.
it gets a little bit tricky, right? Well,
Yeah.
you're not getting your way, so I'm just gonna act more of an asshole. I mean, kids will do that. You
Period.
can't even you can't deny it. But so, and that's kind of where I come to, like, well, the complications of parenthood overall as a parent to your own children. So when someone kind of says, hey, look, I can't do this because whatever your reasoning is, like, at least you're clear about, you got to be clear with your intention, what you want, what you don't want. And yes, is very unfair, but at the same time, it's better to know, so that way you don't take on responsibilities that you don't want, and then you end up mistreating somebody, not even realizing it, and
Mhm.
or hurt these children like further because you entered something that you didn't want, and then suddenly it's like, so I respect the mindset of, yeah, this is not what I'm going to do. But I think it's unfair for plenty of amazing women out there who deserve a chance, um, to
No,
find their
I feel like they're
happy.
missing out. They're
They
not.
are
It's not the women that's missing out.
the
You're
guy.
probably doing them a favor because if that's your mindset, don't nobody want that shit no way. Because you ain't that great. I'm
But we don't want you either. Bye.
not saying that about the person that
I know.
made that comment. I'm just saying, I'm saying in general because that might have came out wrong. Like whatever,
No,
but
yeah,
um,
I got
I
you.
mean, like I feel like, and I've always said this. I say that for my kids, for myself. Like if you don't want to have nothing to do with my kid or my kids, whatever, hey, you losing out because they dope as shit.
Hmm.
They dope.
Yeah, your
And
loss.
if you don't want to with me, I don't care because I'm dope. I'm good people. I'm not missing out. You missing out on a really good person, and that's how I look at it. Um, but like I said, I look at things differently anyway. Cause like I don't. Yeah, I just don't look at things.
Mm,
I'm not. I don't think I'm looking for the same things.
yeah.
I'm just. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just not looking for the same thing that I once was, girl. I'm like, man, you can have that shit. I'm so look. I am so effing over it. Like we
Hmm.
can hang out, we can have fun. I hit you up when I need you. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Did that sound ugly? I'm in a selfish phase.
Whatever. Whatever.
I
As
call
long
you.
as
Don't
long
call me.
as don't call me, I'll call you. But what about
Yes.
no,
No, no, no.
don't call me,
Mm-mm,
I'll call you. But no.
mm-mm. No, but I'll call you.
Mm-mm. So
I'll
you
call
guys,
you.
y'all
I'll call
weigh
you.
in whenever you
Don't
watch
ever,
this.
ever, ever come by here. Ever, ever, ever
When
come
you watch
by
this,
here.
y'all weigh in the comments. So I know a lot of times with our lives and stuff like that, y'all kind of catch it in like
Girl,
after
I
the
think my
fact.
lace is showing.
Um, let's go ahead and wrap this up then.
Girl,
So there's no signs in there. So if we having a moment.
I got my earpiece and all, child. God dang, wait a minute.
Don't even
Ah!
go there. Don't try
Girl,
it. Don't even. Not today,
hold
because
up.
we can't edit this shit.
Ah!
Which we have had to do.
Okay.
We have had to do. But y'all weigh in on this conversation, okay? So if you can't, you're gonna catch it later. It's gonna live on YouTube permanently, and it'll be here on the Facebook for about 30 days or so. Weigh in. What's your thought? Is it fair for a man to with multiple kids, two? I hate saying baby mama. Two co-parenters. Is it fair for him to put stipulations on the person he's dating of having no kids or no more than one? That's the conversation.
But you have multiple kids.
But you got multiple
Multiple people. I mean, I wouldn't care if it was multiple people or not. That doesn't even that's I feel like that don't even matter. I wouldn't care if it was with one person.
Mm,
Like you got some nerve, man.
I agree. It's very, you got some chutzpah.
Okay.
You got some chutzpah. I'll say
You
that.
must really got it going on, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm dying to hear the comments.
I was about to say something so sarcastic. I was like, don't dial it in. But you guys, what do you think? As a man, do you think it's okay to say, "Hey, I won't date anybody who has no more than one child or no kids"? And for women, do you think that's fair to put that stipulation on a guy? Age does matter. So put what age range you are, like Gen X, Gen Z, Millennial. Throw that in the comments so we have an idea of. Um, and if you really want to weigh in a little bit more with an actual experience, don't be afraid to go to our website and fill out that guest form so we can consider you to be a guest. And remember, we do not pay for interviews. So on that note,
Girl,
fill out that form,
you
that
might
guest
need to say
request.
that again. Say that again for the in the back. In the back. And make sure everybody got that. What
We
was that?
do not pay for interviews.
We don't care what your situation is.
We're not even monetized to pay. Okay, let me just put it
I
out
don't
there. Let's
I
be
mean
honest.
my co-host over there, she dressed it up and make it look real good. But don't do that. Don't be expecting that.
Mm-mm.
And if you have not already, season 1 of This Is Us is right on over there on YouTube. And we are going to start recording for season 2.
Mhm.
This Is Us. The only place you can find the This Is Us episode series is going to be on YouTube. You can't find it anywhere else. You can't go on Spotify. It's not going to be there. Okay.
Mm-mm.
And you don't want to miss out. So go ahead and catch up on that. And of course, YouTube, you can find, is it season 1, season 2, and season 3? Or is it season 2 or season 3? Girl, I don't want to lie to these folks. Season
Just go on our YouTube. It's not as organized the other seasons, but season 4 is probably the most organized because it has its very own playlist. Season 3, yes. Season 2, partial, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's how it is, and it's not
And
fully
definitely
organized. So
Okay.
maybe I should
A-
get those organized at some point.
And Spotify, right? Spotify.
Yeah, all of our episodes are on Spotify.
Oh,
Just
yep,
remember,
definitely.
like the early season was just audio only, but it wasn't until last season that we started incorporating. Wait, this season
Season
is
3.
wasn't
It
it
was
this
season 3
season?
we started. Or was it the end of season 2? When did we start doing the visual, yo?
I think it was last year because that's when we really started doing the lives. Listen,
Really?
it's been a while. We get confused in it as to when things started.
I got old people brains, so I
Oh,
don't
here's
know.
how we did it. Here's how we did it. Spotify was strictly audio through season 3. Season 4, Spotify, we incorporated video, but it's always been video on YouTube
Okay.
up until a point for season 3. Season 3 always video. I think y'all just check it out.
Just
We'll
going
try
over
to
there and
make it a
look.
little bit neater. But we thank you for supporting our podcast, our labor of love. Um, we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Our day one ousters, we love you. Thank you so much. Our new ousters, welcome to the family. We love you. We love you. We love you. And time is something that you can't get back. And you was here with us, taking time out of your day and y'all schedule to come listen to us. Chat it up.
And before we wrap, there was something we've been playing with. If you
Okay.
guys, for our lives in particular, we do it on Sunday. If you poll, it's not an official poll, but drop in the chat if you like Sundays or if there's another day that works better. So throw it in the chat. Because this is what we want to implement for the next season. So we just trying to gather our facts for this season so we know how to switch it up for next season. So we really
And the
appreciate that
call in.
feedback.
And the call in. Don't forget the call ins. We're going to start doing
Yeah.
the call ins
Yes.
as well.
Starting, I think that's something for like we'll start doing on a more regular basis on season 4 when we do the lives. So you guys just kind of look forward to that. But as always, make sure you have those notifications set. Okay.
All the things.
All the things. So you know when we hitting live.
That part.
Good night, y'all.
Please, so I can